I love college.
Do I really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?
Keno Radio. Keno Radio. Keno Radio.
What's going on, gang? You are back listening to another episode of Keno Radio. This is 2 in 1 week. Not as always, but like you've seen before, we got Gooch alongside me. Or not alongside. On the other side, kind of, how many miles away are we, would you say? 90?
90.
90 miles or so, under 100, which is good. But yesterday when I talked to Lee Dog, he said alongside me, but he's not alongside me. He's face-to-face with me via the internet. Don't know how it works, but that's besides the point. Gooch, why are we here?
We got spring break this week, Kicks.
As you can see, I am dressed and ready to rock. I am heading down to the probably most beautiful place in the world, Panama City Beach, Florida. As you guys have probably known by now, I've been saying it about every episode. So we have finally reached the PCB preview, which we will get into today. However, to start off, we're just going to get you all caught up. Real World Skeletons, Real World 30 just concluded. As you guys know, me and Gooch are the Real World experts. So, Gooch, how'd you like it? How'd you like the season? Who'd you like? Who'd you hate? What do you got on it?
The season as a whole, the characters, are they like real people? Characters? I don't know. They were alright. Liked some, hated others. The concept of the show was also fantastic.
Totally agree.
I thought that it could have been better though. If you're gonna do skeletons, you need everyone to have skeletons.
I completely agree.
Neither of Blondie's skeletons were like skeletons.
Yeah, they brought in people, like some people like Sylvia's awesome. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely awesome. Bruno's, I think, was really good to stir the pot, but guys like Tony's was great because he was in like a love quadruple.
Yeah,
angle,
that was perfect entertainment. But even then, skeletons, it's like I expect like bad things to be coming. That was just like a guy who's just like a player, which I can't.
I totally agree. I mean, what would have been more of a skeleton? I've said this from day one for Bruno than being the guy who ran him over with the car. That right there, that's what I think it should have been. Like that's a perfect skeleton, no?
Yeah. Especially because you know how Bruno is about his hamburgers. Imagine if you had him.
Yeah. All right. So I gotta go off on Bruno real quick. Bruno was one of the.
Go through all the characters.
Yeah. Seriously. All right. So let's start with Bruno. Just an oddball, I guess.
He's the worst.
Like I didn't understand where he like stood for so many of his things. Like he went on the Real World, didn't even hang out with the cast, didn't party with the cast, found a girlfriend, just hung out with her, like treated it like he was just like at home as a normal person. It's like, no, I'm watching you every Tuesday night, like spending an hour of my life every Tuesday with you. You should pay me back and be entertaining.
He kind of like brought some things I didn't really want to realize to myself. Like you always refer to me as a hardo. I'm not a hardo. Bruno's a hardo.
Yeah, he's a hardo to say the least.
You can't get mad about anything on the Real World because everything's drunk and like stealing cheeseburgers. Who wants a heated up cheeseburger anyways?
That's psychotic. I heated up cheeseburger. Like I've done it plenty of times, but I never feel good about myself doing it. I usually toss it to like my dog or something, but. Yeah, who like makes a cheeseburger and then it's like this is for later. Like that's not a for later food. That's a for now food. If you don't eat it, if there's a psycho in the house who wants to take your cheeseburger, they deserve it.
I'll fire up steak for like an afternoon snack. Like firing up grills easy. You can do that twice in a day.
Yeah. Oh, no question.
And then also, he just wasted it. Like when him and this girl like don't ever like see each other again, he's gonna regret his life. Because he had the best opportunity in the world, the most fun opportunity for any 20-year-old ever, and he was like, I'm just going to not drink and meet a girl who's not that attractive and get mad at stupid
Weird voice, too.
Yeah, he's the
weird
worst.
voice, too, you know?
He sucks.
Yeah, he sucked.
He's perfect.
He sucked. He sucked. Who else we got? Moving on after that, we have, let's go through my boy Tony. Love Tony. Perfect for the show.
Actually, I feel like I didn't get to see enough of him as like kind of like a skeleton, like ruined human, because you can tell that he is, but he's just such a cool guy that like he never got that fired up about anything until the last episode.
Yeah.
You know
He
that
was funny.
you know he had a real fucked up childhood when you snap like that because someone calls you white trash.
Yeah, I totally agree. He was funny.
I got to see more of it.
Yeah, right. It's just like he reminded me of like what's the like a guy like in Curb, like Larry David in Curb. Like he just nothing. He never got a good bounce. It was bad break after bad break after bad break for him.
Yeah.
Which was it was comical, but he was an idiot. I mean, he would always run up the bar and just like dip out. So I respect it though. That's the hustle right there. So I like it. I've done that plenty of times too. So that's totally cool in my book. But the amount of freakouts that they had over that stuff. We're gonna segue into Sylvia. She was the worst at that. She would freak out about everything when she was drunk and just take it to like a whole another freak out extreme. Like she'd take a tiny thing and just like harp on it.
I don't condone stealing, but like taking a $20 bottle of wine at a bar is like no different than like if you're at a house party and you like knowingly take some kid's beer. Like who cares? It's nothing.
Right?
Any bar that leaves like bottles of wine like in just like grabbing reach, they deserve it.
That's what I was saying. Is like, how did he get it? Like every bar I've been to, they're like behind the bar. That's what I was wicked confused about. Unless he grabbed it from like a waitress, but yeah, Sylvia sucked. She was cool, but she was just psycho. When she like got mad, she went too like over the top.
Crazy town. She was bad.
Yeah.
I hated her.
Yeah, she was no go. Madison, I liked Madison. She was perfect for it. She was so funny how dumb she was. I thought that was hysterical.
Yeah, I thought she was fine. Like once you really got towards the end and realized like she just has been so broken for so long, it's like it's kind of adorable, like a puppy or something.
Yeah.
I like her though. She like there was nothing wrong with her besides being stupid.
The one thing we'll segue also into Violetta out of this is when Violetta got heated at Madison for liking Sylvia's skeleton. It's like, yo, she's just being like a normal person. Like when you like a person comes in and introduce yourself, you're not gonna be a dick right off the bat. You don't know Violetta. You don't know Sylvia. Like you've known her for a week. Like why are you be like all about being an absolute jerk to this person? Like Madison was literally just being a normal human being. She tweaked at her. Violetta was kind of like she was kind of a wet blank for me. Like she would only get mad, and then when she wasn't mad, she would just like suck. So
is this Violetta or Sylvia?
Violetta.
Well, that's perfect because you didn't see her the last two episodes because there's nothing to freak out about for her. So she was non-existent.
Yeah, she literally only like was available during the drama, which is good. I mean, there was I don't even think they needed skeletons. Like they could have easily had a normal season with like there was enough drama for just like a regular real world. They didn't even need to add drama. It obviously was awesome, but they didn't even really need to bring them in.
Yeah, could have done without it.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it was way better than last season.
Absolutely. We need to talk about Nicole.
Yeah.
I went from loving her to hating her to loving her again to like hating her. She started out cool, like was one of the boys. Kind of weird. I'm not into girls like that. But like it's kind of cool in its own right. Then she would get like aggressive lesbian.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, getting guys' faces like she was one, which is fine. Like I know some people are outgoing, like in your face like that. But when Jason threw her, which they didn't show, it wasn't very bad.
I want to know like the extent of the throw. I mean, they didn't show it.
It could have been bad. It was just the principle, I think.
I think so too.
Which isn't right, but for her to bring the tough guy, like I'm gonna be in your face when you do something wrong, kind of girl, to like turtling and being like, I'm broken emotionally, or she said I'm emotionally hurt because he did it. It's like, if you're going to get in people's faces, like, you don't, I know they shouldn't touch you, but you can't act like it's the end of the world if someone does push you.
I totally agree. She played the like I'm a dude card the entire season, and then as soon as something happens where she was actually a girl, then she pulled the I'm a girl card, which is totally fine. That's like you're totally allowed to do that. But then the grudge she kept on him was kind of over the top. And not only I could see if it was like Tony or if it was Bruno, someone like that, but her and Jay were like best friends the entire season. So if she was actually that good of a friend with him, she would have forgave him. And the thing on the real world that cracks me up is people take drunk incidents so seriously. Like they think a drunk incident is like so the end of the world. And if someone says something when they're drunk, someone does something when they're drunk, it's like a legit huge deal, and they don't like forgive them. It's like stuff happens, you know? Like that obviously is a bigger deal. You should never like touch a woman or anything like that. But the fact that she couldn't let him like forgive him when she said the thing that pissed me off too is she's like, I want to forgive you so bad, but I can't. It's like, well, you can. Like you can. It's forgiveness. Like you have the option to do that. It's just I thought she was being a little stubborn about it. I'm sure they're friends now. There's no way they couldn't be, but like especially and it sucks because he felt so bad, and he was such a good guy. He was my favorite character the whole season. So I felt bad for him about that. I think it was a little blown out of proportion. But at the same time, we didn't see. What's up?
To touch on that, I have a hard and fast rule. Beers 1 to 6, you're fully responsible. Anything after 7, you can't hold the grudge into the next day. You can't.
I agree. I totally agree.
And you know they drank.
I mean, and that's what they always in the real world. Oh, Jules, you want to talk real world? Jules is here. Jules is a real fanatic too. You know? All right. She doesn't. She's a little camera shy, but yeah, I agree. So I think who do we have left? We just have Jay, right?
Yeah.
He was my favorite. He was a cool dude.
Left. We have 2 people left. We have Jay and Lafayette Rick.
Yeah. Oh man, that guy. That was. I saw a tweet by Big Cat. One of the funniest like tweets. I forget what it was, but he just said it was along the lines of like,
boy.
yeah, how he's like that, like he has the fakest name ever, and it really is. Like, who names a kid Lafayette Ricks? That's not a real name at all.
Yeah, that was bizarre. I thought he was like cool though.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I like Jason even more because he was like, I know you like ruined my childhood, but like I'm not gonna hold a grudge now. Like you did it, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. I think Lafayette Ricks shrugged it off a little too easily. I think he kind of came in with and was a little too cool about like not being there and just meeting his son for the first time. He was like, it's not a big deal. Like he really shrugged it off a little too much for me.
You know what's hilarious was the when they met at the diner and he showed brothers like, here's your sister, here are your 2 brothers, and you know what?
Yeah, right?
I'm thinking about inviting you to the next family reunion. It's like you should, dude.
Yeah, like I mean, but like, do you think would you go? I don't know if I'd go. Like I just and then like they were cool.
Jason is.
What?
I wouldn't, but you know Jason is.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. That was bizarre. That was what I like to call bizarre. That little end of the season. I think that wraps it up for Real World. Quick little
Bruno leaving with an Irish goodbye was fucked up.
That's where I actually meant to touch on that. That was one of like the worst things I've ever seen, like a person do. Like a huge pet peeve of
your house and you're in your bedroom and I'm leaving, I like make sure I walk to the back of your house and say bye to you before I walk out. And that's like me going home to get like lunch real quick.
I agree. Like that's one of my biggest pet peeves when people don't leave, when they leave and don't say bye, especially like your house or something like that. The fact that he lived with them for 3 months and just took off and was totally cool with it, he didn't deserve a spot on that show.
No, he didn't. And even not for you, like if I lived with someone for that long, I'd be like, even if I don't give a fuck about them, like I'm gonna walk out there, like give the hugs, say bye, whatever, and running away was stupid.
Yeah, I mean he's a weird guy. He's got something going on up in his head. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for Real World Skeletons. It was a great season, one of the better ones I've watched. Way better than Explosion was. Can't wait for the next one. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. We'll come back. We'll have another one and break down the challenge. I will say, well, how far caught up are you?
I just have last week and this week.
great episodes. This week that just happened last Tuesday was phenomenal. Like, absolutely incredible episode. I will stand by. It's the best show on TV. It's the most entertaining show on TV.
America's fifth sport.
I wish it was like NASCAR and like ran all season long, like live, like once a week, like that type of thing. Like every Tuesday night, I had the challenge. But getting back to why the real reason we are here is PCB preview. So I am ecstatic. I cannot wait to get down there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Fantastic.
I know. I really can't wait. I mean, it's just the videos that look so fun, and even the whole like party, the whole concert party scene, all that. It looks awesome. That looks so fun. Doing that for 7 straight days, all day, is gonna get tired. Like that's gonna take a beating on anyone. So just like even to be in Florida with good weather, you hang out on the beach too. So like go to the pool. It's gonna be great.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pumped it's you going.
I appreciate that.
I need one of my friends to go to it because all the videos are crazy. But the only way I'd ever go is if I was going to see like Luke, and that dream I lived has been shut down. So it's definitely
that
like you. You're a party animal.
Yeah, I can't wait. that was that was a shot to my heart. I'm not gonna lie. That was tough. Learning that like I'm gonna miss Luke. Like we're literally. He performed today, which is Thursday. He performed 3 hours ago for the last time ever. We're missing him by like 36 hours. I'm heartbroken. Absolutely heartbroken, especially after his new album. So what'd you think of his new album?
Loved it.
Fine. Absolutely.
And Spring Breakdown were perfect.
Yep.
I love Spring Breakdown, and it just seemed real genuine in a sense that like he appreciated too, him doing like the concerts or whatever, because it really was like a great thing that he was doing.
Yeah,
people could have fun.
I agree.
Trying to make profits off it. I do have to say though, like as much as it sucks that this was his last one, I appreciate it in a sense that like obviously like careers like you change. It's like a running back getting old. Like you might not be as explosive anymore. You kind of need like a younger guy to do it. Like how Kenny passed it off to him. Like he needs to pass it off to like Chase Rice.
I was gonna say because Chase is gonna be down there next week. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's the new guy. But I think it really propelled him. I mean, I was watching a thing on YouTube yesterday, and he was telling me in 2007 when they started it, there was like about 1,000 people there, and then like 3 years later it went to like 5,000 the next year, and then like a couple years later it was 10, and then this was 2 or 3 years ago. I think this was 2011 from the video. They're like, in this year there's 50,000. I heard last year there's 200,000 people on the beach. Like that's insane. Insane.
Well, it was good for him. It was good for like country music in itself because obviously a lot of it can be like real like sappy for young adults like ourselves, but like it kind of gave like the market of like more poppy, like lighthearted, like drinking just summer songs that kids our age like, whereas it doesn't have to be like, oh, it's country, like, oh, that's slow, that sucks. Like it's just like fun to listen to and hang out.
Exactly. It's fun music. That's all it is.
Because you don't like country music.
I know. I'm new to it. He helped me absolutely get into it. And I agree. It's fun. It's fun summer beach time music, and that's the type of country music that I love. So I love it. I love that he was doing it. I'm so
capitalizing on it big time.
What's that? You're kind of going in and out. What was that last part?
Florida Georgia Line. They're capitalizing on it big time.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the new guys, the so-called bro country, is taking over, but I don't mind it. A lot of the original country guys, they don't like it, but I'm all about it because it's way more awesome than the old stuff, in my personal opinion.
I think the same people that say baseball, like, oh, like the unwritten rules and stuff, it ruins the integrity of the game. Shut up. Like, new things come along. If it's good and I enjoy it, just let me like it. Don't be like, oh, it's not real.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
Exactly. I mean, exactly. If it sounds good, that's my whole big thing with music. If it sounds good in my ears, I enjoy it. I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is. If I like it, I like it.
We have the
Um, yeah, exactly. So, what else? I mean, what else? What are the other events going on down there? You got it. What do you know anyone who's been down there before?
no.
So I'm gonna have to relay the message for the boys.
Yeah, you know my friends at school situation, so it's not really, a proponent of spring break fun. But I actually do know a few people, and they had a blast. Again, they were like, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have a blast. You just gotta make sure you have the gas
Yeah.
in the tank.
Yeah, I know, right? It's definitely gonna be a drag, but it's gonna be a drag on the wallet too. I fully anticipate coming home with zeros across the board. But when I go down in vacation mode, and you get into dad mode, and you can't look at the credit card, you can't look at the numbers, you just gotta keep going. If the children they want that chase lounge, you gotta go. That's how Captain Fun operates.
That's just it, Kicks. You gotta do it.
Exactly. If I gotta take the hit, I gotta take the hit.
Let's start from the beginning though. So the drive down.
Mm-hmm.
Have you fully accepted how much that's gonna suck?
Yes. I mean, I'm no road trip virgin. I've driven to Hilton Head Island, South Carolina 17 times, which is 17 to 22-hour drive. We drove to Myrtle Beach last year, which was 15. This is going to be my longest at 21, 22. And then after this, later on, I got Texas, which is going to be the longest one. But I'm all about roadies. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I love road trips as well.
So I'm all about it. I'm in. Like a lot of people. I'm rolling with Jules over here, who's not so sure about it, and with Bree, and then Collins. I don't know how they're not too sure about it. They're kind of freaking out about it.
No offense.
And I'm like,
no offense to the wife. Please don't let her shoot me. I've done a lot of road trips, a lot of long ones, with a sister and a mother. They make it so much more difficult. Why do girls
I agree.
see every 2 seconds?
I know, right? The thing with me is the way you got to look at it. You got to go into it where you're not gonna get there soon. You're in the car for the entire day. You can't be like, oh, where are we? Can't freak out if you get stuck in traffic. You're gonna hit traffic. It's gonna take 20 hours to get there. You're literally gonna waste an entire day in a car, and that's just how it is. That's what it is. So once you accept that, it makes it way easier.
Yeah, you gotta really pace yourself. You can't come out of the fucking lot blaring music, jumping all around the car, because then you just hit that low where you realize, wow, 20 hours left, and it's gun to your head. But if you kind of just let it accept it at the beginning and get excited as you go, golden.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really get excited to get there until you hit the Carolinas. Even Virginia's when it starts to hit in, but the Carolinas is when you start to really get going. But if you're all gung ho about it and you get stuck in Connecticut or Jersey, that's it's gonna be miserable for the entire.
Maryland's the worst state to drive through. That one sucks.
Yeah, NJ is pretty bad because you got to go through the whole Jersey.
Well, that's New Jersey. That's the 8th level of hell. So the full week, how many of you are there?
How many people are with us, Jules? 22. Wow, that's more than I thought. 22 people.
That's fantastic. You guys have a party.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is we're going with literally our whole crew, our entire crew, even young and old too. We got 21-year-olds and not 21-year-olds. We got everyone, and I guess it's pretty much all of it's 18 plus, which is awesome. It makes life way easier. But that's the beauty of it is we're literally rolling deep with our squad, which is awesome. So that's why I can't wait. Like you said, it's no matter where we go, we'll always just have a party, even if it's just us 20.
Yeah, in fact, that's gonna be awesome. I will say my one thing I'm nervous about for your group is just you. Because as we saw with Mr. Prescott, there are a lot of angry drunks down there.
I agree, but
you don't know what I'm about to say.
All right. Oh, I thought you were done.
No. That there's a high chance that you run into a group of buffoons like that. And knowing you like I know you, you're the first one to stop all fights. And I know the second one of your angrier drunks, bumps heads with a group of drunks, you're going to step right in between it, and you might get your face cracked.
Yeah.
So my advice to you is grab your buddy and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I agree. I
No
mean,
moderator kicks.
That's true. That's a good heads up. I'm gonna keep that one in mind. It's totally because there's nothing that would ruin an experience like this more than like a fight and then you're sore or you get like cut up and not even and then even worse getting like bagged or anything like that. Just anything along those lines. That's not what I'm about. That's not what Captain Fun condones. There'll be none of that on my watch. I'll keep a keen eye for it, but I agree.
Ruins everyone else's trip.
Yeah.
You have to worry about getting them out and then all that other stuff. So.
Yeah. So there'll be no fights on Captain Fun's watch. Quick update. As the viewers know from the what was it? The New Year's special. I had my my plan, my 14-week plan. First 7 before PCB to drop 15, and then after PCB until summer to drop the other 15 and a total of 30-pound weight loss.
And you added 15.
I didn't. Here's the thing. I actually weighed in today at the gym. I had one more final push today on the elliptical. I think it was about 547 calories or so. Exact same. 215 again. Same thing. So this right here, that's the body I'm taking with me to PCB, and I've accepted it. I mean, I've accepted it. There's nothing you can do about it at this point,
We actually had a talk about you today. Not you, but people like you, and how you have like one of those like weird.
Nope. You're cutting out. Hold on. You're cutting out. Start over.
You have one of those weird in-between bodies.
Right? It's like everything I do.
You'll never be diesel. You'll never be shredded, but you're not going to be fat.
Exactly. And I think that
one of my buddies who's like a farmer Canada kind of guy, and he just has like that like I grew up working on a farm body. He's not ripped up at all. And he never touched a weight even through his hockey career. And he's like the strongest guy ever, but like his body looks just like a bag of milk. It's kind of like fun. Yeah. It's fun. You're that.
That's like that. Yeah, it's the same as me, except I'm like not strong at all, and I look like a bag of milk. So I think I've become very close to accepting that I will have this body for the rest of my life. I mean, I'm going to still ellipticalize just to keep the heart rate down, keep the blood pressure down for when I'm older. But I don't know if I'm ever going to touch another weight for the rest of my life.
There's no reason for you to. Look at you. You're a dad. You got your your Hawaiian shirt, that hat, your $5 rack sunglasses, and your jeans. You're a dad.
I agree. I'm all about the dad side. You should have seen that. I picked up 4 shirts at Salvation Army for the trip, like these. Oh, they are so fire. I got 4 shirts for $15. I don't know why everyone doesn't shop there. That place is a bargain.
Okay, Dad.
I'm just saying, the bang for your buck. Go to Goodwill or Salvation Army is great. The shirts they're gonna look awesome. Also, to get prepared, I got a haircut. As everyone can see, how is the power alleys looking in the baldness?
Deep.
Deep? Yeah. Yeah, those are tough. Those are definitely tough. But I think it looks all around. It looks better. She did a good job. I actually have a couple stories from the salon today. I went to Supercuts in Amherst. She did a good job. It's not as long on the top. I like it because normally when it's long, it looks really thin. So I've first off, she did a really good job, and I was gonna tip her. So I get the receipt, and she asked me if I wanted to pay like the exact price. It was $16.95, or if I wanted to I don't know. She's like, "Do you want to pay the exact price?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to pay the exact price." Like, what else would I want to pay? So I get my receipt, and there's no line for a tip. So I wrote it on myself. I was like, "Tip," made it out to 20, so $3.05, and I'm pretty sure she grabbed it and just crumpled it up. So now I was chatting it up, and like she was really nice, had a really good haircut, and then she thinks I don't tip her. So I think I got a bad name now at the Supercuts in Amherst.
I can't wait till they butcher it next time.
Dude, exactly. This was my first ever haircut at school, though. I've never got one at school, so I don't know if I'll be back. But I hope she got the tip. I feel really bad. But why do I have to tip someone for cutting my hair? Like they're already getting $17 out of it as it is. Why do I have to tip them?
I'm a big tipper. One, just because I believe anyone that puts up with me, like they're not. If you're doing anything for me, like it's not a great job to have, so I feel bad. And also, like, it's just the world we live in.
Yeah, but when did we got Jerry? We got a special guest appearance from Jerry right now. We're talking haircuts. I just got my haircut. When did it become a norm where you have to tip? Like, who decided that you have to tip everyone? I mean, we were watching.
It's always been.
Yeah, but we were watching that Curb Your Enthusiasm yesterday, and it was an episode where he didn't tip anyone because they were asking, like, the doorman asked, and then like the guy who fixed the AC asked, and all these guys, and he wasn't tipping them. It's like, when did that become the norm?
That's
like
a hotel though. Like a cut is just one service. So if it's just one straight service, I say tip is mandatory.
But
Tip is fine. My only thing I dislike about it is one is that like even if they suck, you have to tip them anyways. And two is why should my tip be more? What?
do you realize what you just said? You said even if they suck, you have to tip them. The whole reason you tip someone is because they did a more than exceptional job, or they deserve more than the standard pay they're getting, so you have to tip them.
But they're not getting great pay anyways. That's the point of tips.
Well, don't be a salon hair man. If you want to be a millionaire, don't cut hair.
I'm talking like restaurant people too, waiters, waitresses.
Don't be a waitress if you.
Can I get to my next point?
Yeah, all right, go on.
I hate that it's a percentage or an accepted percentage, because why should if say I go into a place and it takes me 30 minutes to eat and I'm out, why should I have to tip more because I got a $30 steak than if I got like an $8 turkey club?
I agree. I mean, that I totally agree. I mean, tipping, it shouldn't be a standard 20%. It should be what you feel. It shouldn't even be a thing. And that right there is a perfect metaphor for my next point of why someone like me who has no hair on the top of my head has to pay the same damn price for a haircut as a guy like Jerry or you or someone with thick hair. A haircut should be based off density of hair and amount of hairs cut.
So there's supposed to be like a little formula now?
Yeah, like my hair, this hair right here, this haircut took about 2 minutes and 14 seconds. That right there, $3.75. A guy like you want a little gel, you have thick hair, yeah, maybe $16. This right here, this isn't a $17 haircut.
I think you could cut yours on your own though.
Yeah.
You got like not to poke fun, but you got like 6 hairs left up there.
I agree, but like I can't do like I can't like fade it in. Like she still faded it in. I mean, I probably could maneuver a haircut myself.
A stylist, right? Like a stylist and barber are two different animals.
I went to Supercuts.
Okay,
like kind of
that's like over
in between,
there.
right?
It's
that's
I don't
in
know how to explain it. It's like a cut rate. It's not even close to a barber going to a place like Supercuts.
I only go Supercuts. You're a barber guy?
Yeah, you gotta go.
Jared's a barber. Yeah. Jared goes all the way back to Springfield to get his hair cut.
I can't go anywhere else. Drives me nuts.
I haven't had hair, like, I've never been I don't know. I used to be, when I had hair, it was you grow it out long and then you get it cut short. And, like, I got a haircut every, 8 months. And that was it.
You live a simple life.
For me, that was just
a beautiful thing.
I do live a simple life.
You live a simple life.
I do. But yeah, I mean, I think that's all. Oh no! Also, last part about haircuts is it's the single most depressing time of my life because when they wet it and comb it down, it literally looks like I'm Gollum. Like that, like picture Gollum, the amount of hair on his head.
In the back too for you?
No, I still got. I'm gonna have the view. I'm gonna have the horseshoe. It's going right here though too.
Yeah.
Starting to go there. But
when rain hits your car, it just kind of beads up and falls off.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happens on your head when they wet it. Just like. Bleh.
It does. It was actually good when they wet it today because I was sweating for some reason, so it covered up the sweat. I couldn't tell if I had sweat on my head or if it was the thing, but I'm gonna assume it's the water. But dude, it was bad. It was literally just like 6 strands, just like this. I was like, and see, now I have to like make a joke about it every time. I sit down. I'm like, yeah, just like shorten me up on the sides and then do whatever you want with the top, whatever I got left up there. Like I got to do stuff like that. I pulled to just make me look beautiful. I didn't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say. That's the thing. They're professionals. Why should I tell them how to do their job? You know?
It's so
And
arbitrary. though.
you don't need to say anything. You're past that point, man.
I'm past what point? I'm real close to just the all buzz point. Like I'm about a year.
There's not much they can do with it anyways.
Yeah. That's why I think she did such a great job. So that's why I hope she got my tip. Like today I was happy to tip. Wasn't happy that my total came out to $20. That should have came out to about $8.50.
Was it a gratuity included type thing or?
No, I didn't tell you what happened. Jerry came out. So I went to tip her.
Yeah.
Or she asked if I wanted to pay full price. I'm like, yeah, I want to pay like the normal price. I don't want to pay more. So she gave it back to me, and there was no tip line. So I wrote my tip, just like tip.
Yeah.
Here you go.
$3.
And then I'm pretty sure she grabbed it and crumpled it up just because it was like an old receipt.
Yeah.
So I don't think she got my tip. So I think I'm banned from Supercuts.
Ouch.
You got anything else on PCB? So I'm looking good. I got the haircut. The body's looking great. A couple new shirts. We finally figured out a ride. We tried to rent a car, and it just didn't work. Don't ever rent a car if you're not 25 or...
Oh yeah, you guys probably got screwed.
Or, no, I didn't. That came out wrong. Don't plan on a road trip unless you have a car to road trip in, because it's wicked expensive, unless you're 25.
Yeah, those price places suck, like rental places.
Yeah, all those places suck. Everywhere sucks, except for PCB. What else we got, Jerry? Got anything? What are you guys doing for spring break? Let's go into that. Enough about me.
I'm a
Nah,
cube
I have
monkey.
nothing going on.
You're both low key guys.
Very low key.
I'm a cube monkey. My life's over.
Oh, you're a cube monkey. Oh yeah,
Done.
yeah, that's tough. So you're just working all break?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna graduate soon, right? You're graduating this semester.
Oh yeah.
So you got that job lined up. So next time we see you on Keno Radio, we're planning on this. We're gonna do like a real life Keno Radio, like what it's like to be like a functioning human being in the world, and like not just do podcasts in a Hawaiian shirt.
Keno to adulthood.
Yeah, that'll be it. Because we're gonna have Dee and Gooch on it. They're gonna tell us, because Dee's gonna be into the workforce. If you guys haven't heard, I don't think we've announced. Dee has. I don't know if we should.
No.
I was gonna say I
big
think
boy
I should
job.
stop. Right? I shouldn't put that. I shouldn't have any connection. We don't even know who Dee is. He could be someone else. That's his alias. We're gonna stop there actually. What?
Luckily, the boys are employed.
Yes. I'm
And we'll-
not.
We'll do an episode about it.
Yes, we will. But we will. Yeah, that's a good point. Good thing you're here. Good thing everyone's here. I mean, I think that does it for Skeletons and PCB preview. Unless we got another. We got Soupy coming in. Soupy, come say hello.
For man. What's up, guys?
Get out of here.
Oh, Gooch!
So that about does it for Gooch. Thanks for coming on. Last words?
Thanks for
No?
having Be safe.
Absolutely. I will do my best to be safe.
I want
can't
my
really-
picks to come back. Yeah. Julie, take care of them.
Jules, Chris says to take care of me. I won't need
Yeah,
that.
take
I'm the
care.
captain. I'm the captain of this ship. I haven't done anything leading up to now, any planning, but as soon as we step foot in PCB, that's where my time. It's my time to shine there.
Facts only, as they say. All right.
Facts only. So, Gooch, thank you very much. Jerry, thanks for coming in late. I know. I'm sorry I could have let you know. Boys, like always, get those followers up on Twitter at Keno Radio, Facebook.com/Keno Radio, YouTube page. Type it in the search bar, Keno Radio. For all of us, thanks for tuning in. We're going to have a live Keno Radio TV all through spring break. Stevie's coming down too. Make sure you check out the Nest Radio. That's his little project he's doing at Endicott. He's going to be down at PCB with me, so we're trying to get a live Keno Radio from the hotel at PCB. That's going to be one that you've definitely got to tune in to watch. So thank you all for listening. For Captain Fun, Jerry Smalls, and Gooch, have a good one, everyone. Have a great spring break, everyone.
Man, I love
Do I
college.
really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?
Keno Radio. Keno Radio. Keno